Welcome to episode 493 of Fourth and Jawn. This is the Eagles Schedule Release show. Look at those two Super Bowls at the bottom. Just checking. But happy Eagles Schedule Release. I don't know, to those who observe, this could be a holiday for some. For those who travel, shout out to Philly Sports Trips. We'll be linking up for multiple trips this year. I think if you guys want to be a help to us, you could help us figure out where we should go, and tell us where you want to go this season, because there's a lot of road trips. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. There's no back-to-back home games, so no back-to-back tailgates. That really sucks for the tailgaters who love to tailgate at home. But there's I mean, you should be excited about this season just in general. I mean, we got a tough season, but we won a Super Bowl, so we're prime time players in this thing, because that speaks to how many prime time games we got this season. So it's I have never seen so many Monday, Tuesday. I mean, I'm surprised we don't have a game on Tuesday or Wednesday, the way things are set up. But I think I wasn't as I think today I'm excited about football again. Like, I was in my whole Super Bowl sabbatical, but I think we're seeing Super Bowl merch on 50% off at the pro shop. It might be time. And today I feel I'm back on my horse. I mean, Prime, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I mean, this is the day where we could put a plan together for the 2025 season. Looking forward to the announcement on solidifying a lot of these games. Like you mentioned in the beginning of the show, we're going to be talking about some of the trips that we're going to be taking with Philly Sports Trips. So we can go ahead and give you guys a heads up so you can make that move to come and join us. And, so we can show you guys a good time. And hey, what better way than to be with us and run this thing back again, because the way things are looking, I'm ready to see these boys get to work and get back to back-to-back seasons. Not only did they not want us to win a Super Bowl, we accomplished that. Not only did they not want us to get a second Super Bowl, we accomplished that. Now to be able to go back-to-back, that's going to be a dagger. And I'm looking forward to go ahead and driving that dagger in a bunch of these Cowboys, Giants, Washington Commanders fans. So, I mean, I'm excited, bro.
I'm super excited, man. I think I'm looking at the schedule. The things have been leaked. It's not official yet. But I'm actually on the website right now. Look at the Dallas Cowboys, the Week 1, Green Bay, Week 10. And I'm over here. I'm planning. I'm over here with my hands, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Philly Sports Trips. Can't wait to get these trips on the road and let's go Birds.
I'm chomping at the bit to see the release because I want to see the times of the games. I want to make sure everything that has been leaked has been concrete, because we do know in the past some things have gotten leaked and switcheroos happen, but it definitely does feel like the transition has happened. We're still the Super Bowl champs. We're still going to be the crown Super Bowl champs for the whole season. But this does feel like the transition to the new season is officially here. I feel like the draft, it kept us entertained. It kept us involved in football when we were all earning for something. But then it feels like now the season is coming. We're coming back to go for a two-peat.
You said a two-peat. I mean, it's. I thought about it. I was looking at the speaking of three-peat, I was looking at the doing a graphic for Patrick Mahomes and for the Chiefs in Week 2. I mean, think about, you're at a high, right? You're at a high whooping on the Cowboys, right? At home, you're seeing the banner come down. We get the W. It's a Thursday night game. We set everything off, and then we got to come back and get on a plane, right? Get on a plane and go to KC. They're gonna force us to eat the barbecue. The barbecue's amazing. Prime, I know you can attest. Barbecue's amazing.
Barbecue's amazing.
Barbecue capital of the world.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, hey, they went all out. It's the most barbecue I've ever eaten, so I'm gonna say yeah.
I mean, that game is that's Week 2, Chiefs, September 14th at 4:25. So I feel like, just in terms of back-to-back games, that is like, this is a Super Bowl rematch as well. It's not just we went out there 2 years ago, and we went into the heart of the storm, and we sat there in the heart of the storm, a snowstorm. I never seen Prime as cold as he was that day. I went out and bought a jacket half hour before the game, and it was crazy. But we went out there and beat them, and I feel like that is possible again. So I mean, just talking about the back-to-back games, how you guys feeling about those first two?
I mean, what's there not to be excited about? I mean, we're going against our division rivals. Well, at least one of the most hated teams that in the NFL, and the one team that I hate the most in my lifetime. But hey, look, nothing like forcing those boys to be on the sideline to see that banner go up, because that's that game. I mean, we're going to go ahead and rise the banner, talk about our Super Bowl run, and just brag about it. And they got to be on the sideline and have no choice but to take it. And then, once we get through that, we go play next week and show those Kansas City Chiefs another BTA. What you think? I mean, I see another BTA coming, and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to that. So, hey, let's go.
I think we might have an advantage from what I've seen. Looks like Kansas City is going to be out the country, and then they have to drive. They have to, fly back to the United States. So while we play Dallas week 1 on Thursday, we don't play until Sunday. But what I didn't like, though, why is it like a 2:00 game? What's up with that? This is the repeat of the Super Bowl. Why are we not on TV again? I'm not complaining. I know we've been on TV. We're gonna be on TV a lot this year because we them champs. But what's up? Y'all dropped the ball on that one, B. That should be a big extravaganza. You know what I mean? I know it was BTA, but that should be a big game, man.
So you're saying they should have been swapped? The opening game should have been against the Chiefs on Thursday night, and then Cowboys?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't pay attention to for the Super Bowls we haven't won over the last few years. We are going to see every team that we've played last season in the playoffs, which to me, I don't remember in recent history that a team comes back for the Super Bowl and has a rematch against every single team they saw in every round along the way. I'm excited because that they're going to be headhunting for all of us because we're on the top now. They're going to be coming full bore. This is going to solidify us. If we put our foot down, with all these guys taking that extra chip on their shoulder and coming for us, as long as we put our foot down and play our game and we smack them in the mouth, it's going to solidify for what we see Howie Roseman setting up for the future.
Oh, no doubt. And we became the hunt. Now we were the hunters. Now we became the hunted. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now, shout out to again Philly Sports Trips. This is the Birds take over in Kansas City. That is going to be the first road trip. Now I know some of these times are going to get confirmed at like 8:00, hopefully. But this will be the first road trip. I think if you haven't been to Kansas City, I'm not even lying. Shout out to Vince. He took us to a restaurant where it was right where the draft is at. This is like this train station. They have a restaurant in there. They say it's haunted. So if you want to go to Kansas City and see this haunted restaurant, it looks like people might have died in there. They said at night the chairs move by themselves. So put the forks and knives on the tables. They might move. But I am not even lying. It was the best meal that I've ever had. I'm not.
Yeah, and of course, the waitress was giving us a horror story about some of the events that go on in the restaurant, but that steak pretty much overcame everything, bro. I ain't worried about nothing.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah.
Because if I go, I'm just saying, if I go, I'm not going nowhere with ghosts at me.
And
black dudes always die first. I'm not doing it.
Listen. It's cool. I mean, like just the way the walk down to the restaurant is a little crazy and a little creepy. And then when you get further in, it's just like, all right. But shout out to the wine setup they got set up there. Like it's crazy. Like if you're not a wine drinker, that place will probably convert you to a wine drinker and like instantly. It was wine all over the place and it was a great time, but I still can't stop thinking about that steak.
I'd never seen Evan drink wine with his pinky up, but
with the pinky up.
That was the first time.
Evan, did he have his hand on the stem Or
Oh, I mean, we were
okay.
doing the
Yeah,
tour
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. That's yeah. You guys know. You guys know.
I
Yeah.
didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing about that. But shout out to Mark. He says, "What's up, everyone? Today should be a national holiday. LA Takeover 3.0 tacos again. See, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to link up with people out here with Philly sports trips and go all over the country. We linked up with Mark. We found ourselves on the side of a road. Probably the best meal that we had in LA.
It was a wild night.
It was a wild night.
with some tacos. I just want to let you know that that same taco place is still sending me text messages. They're blowing up my phone. You know, you pay, you try to be, use, I'm just like, why you keep sending me messages, man? But the tacos were banging.
The tacos were banging.
But we'll see. Now week 3. We're trying to figure out if this is confirmed yet, right? This is we're talking about the LA Rams. LA Rams, September 25th, Monday Night Football. So again, in three games, we're sitting here on a Monday, a Thursday. I'm pretty sure that's right? Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find out in about 10 minutes. So yeah.
Looking at that calendar when everybody was leaking, trying to put the dates together, my head was spinning because I'm not used to going Thursdays and Mondays and Saturdays and Fridays.
I totally agree with you, Tim. I mean, like, everybody had different versions of it. At the end of the day, within the next 10 minutes, when we get the finalized, schedule, of course, people asking me at work, yo, what game you going to? What's up with the tickets? This and that. I'm like, yo, man, slow y'all roll. God damn, like this. Let's just let this thing, get it put in place, and we'll see how it goes. But I mean, the big game that everybody's already talking about is that first game of the season, and yo, look, what's up with the tickets? Can you get me one? I already got like 10 people like already in line. I'm like, yo,
your brother asked
I'm
you
gonna go ahead.
already?
But bro's already, he's already set for that second ticket.
Did you know
him and wifey are battling for that.
We already have a photo from the future. So this is you and your brother. Look at the banner drop, because it is it's going to be a beautiful sight. I feel like
you're gonna watch it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, I feel like are you gonna cry when the banner drops? Just saying, just asking.
Nah, I think I got the cry out of the. I got the cry.
He will
out of the first one.
He gonna cry.
He will.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't expect to cry on the second Super Bowl victory, and I did. So you're right. You're probably right, Tim. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I put money on it. You gonna cry?
Hey, man, it's a moment.
Hey, I feel you.
True fans know what it's about.
Hey, no doubt. I'm right behind you on that one. I already bought my flight, so I'm in there. I'm ready. I'm coming back home for a home opener, so I'm ready to go.
Finally making it out to the game, huh?
Oh damn! Live. That's it.
What do you mean?
We
Live and busted.
We're going.
Clip that face.
Yo, I got jokes for the season. What you mean?
I just calling back right now. Could you cancel those tickets? Right.
That head turn eyes thing.
You're married to a 49 fan. I mean, it just is what it is.
Hey, that's what happens. You know what I mean?
Resident hater Pete Nathan says Cowboys week 1 to get that ass whooped. Finally, me and Pete agree on something. We all agree.
He finally got us to agree on everything with him on this one. Yeah.
Shout out to Andrew.
Come week 2, he can kiss our ass. Yeah.
Andrew says, "Good evening, boys." And Nola is throwing batting practice and Phil's down 7-6. Thank you. Tim K is out. Are you out?
Talking about the ghost.
No, talk about the ghost. I'm out there. Hey, I'm out now.
Shout out to D-Ray. Are we going to? I mean, that KC is a good time. I mean, it's like KC. They know how to tailgate. I'm not even lying. Like, it looked like a tent city. I'm not even saying it's Portland. it looks like it is a tent city out there, and they know how to tailgate. We bumped into Mama Kelsey out there. She served us up some Campbell soup. It was a good time. Prime, I got a text from Lowski saying that he has a house out there already.
Hey.
I don't know, man. Truthfully, I want to focus on cities that I haven't been to yet this season. So now, I mean,
Okay.
KC's pretty much already checked off.
I mean, that's
Don't
the
get me
problem.
wrong. Anybody that wants to go, I'm gonna validate. It is a great time. You'll have fun. There's a lot of underground passage to anywhere and everywhere you need to go. You know what I mean? So you ain't got to worry about being out on the streets. And I definitely recommend the scooters. It's ghost town. So you guys will have plenty of, passes to ride the scooters around because nobody's going to be in the way. No cars or anything. Because, I mean, like, at one point, I didn't even know if we were in the middle of a movie or not because there just wasn't nobody out on the streets.
I mean, they do have a like a Xfinity Live type situation in Kansas City. So if you're looking to, it's kind of
They do.
It's got
And if you guys haven't, and if you guys haven't noticed that Xfinity Live, go back to the Super Bowl, the day they were watching the Super Bowl. Memories, lots of memories, a lot of down faces, cries, upsets, reactions. I highly recommend it. Go check it out.
And Tiger Ace says, never been to a banner night or home opener before. I want to go so badly. I've been waiting my whole life to do. I mean, these things, we talk about experiences on this podcast, and that's how we kind of move. So make sure you're getting these experiences. Like, if you never, I mean, how old am I and how many Super Bowl banner droppers have I seen? You should get one of these checked off sooner than later.
Facts.
You know, you could have been a Cowboy fan saying this. You know, you're young, right, Tiger? Yeah. What did phones look like the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl? So think about it. These moments, these opportunities, when people are like, I'm not going to Super Bowl parade. I'm like, boombastic side eye always when people say that. But now week 4 in this. I mean, right now it's we still don't know. Right, we got 6 minutes. But the Bucks, I always say what the Bucks, because
What the buck?
we went down there week 3 and we looked like roasted chicken. Because
Yes, we did.
I only lasted 1 quarter in the seat. Now, if I was to tell you one game to stay away from, and it's not because of I'm scared. It's just the weather. Go any way. You could be in the seats and it'd be 125 degrees, and your kidneys
No,
be
thank you.
on fire. It
Yeah.
was pretty bad. Tell them how bad it was in Tampa. Like, how bad was that experience?
Tampa Bay was a crazy experience. It's definitely during hurricane season. And so the chances of a hurricane being around that time are pretty high. But anyway, the heat was just overwhelming. Even people that lived there their whole lives started off that game talking like, they could go ahead and survive through that. And then halfway through the second quarter going into halftime, those are those same people laid out on the rails and on the sidewalks going up to the other floors. So they obviously couldn't handle the weather themselves. But yeah, I mean, you had to have at least 2 to 3 bottles of water, one to pour on yourself, one to drink. Every and any towel we probably had in our possession that day was not working. We were soaking it up, pouring it on top of us. I don't think me and Gail ran to the car fast enough or faster than that day. Just to hurry up and get to the AC. Shit, I think I remember almost yelling at Gail, like, "Can you hurry up and open the goddamn car?" Like, that's how bad it was.
I watched the game from the inside by the luxury suites. I sat by the door. When the door would open, I get a quick, brief breeze, and I would sit there and
Quick.
That's how bad it was. And I was pouring cups of water on me. My throat was closing up when I was like heat exhaustion, and I told Prime, I might have to go to the emergency room.
Yeah, it was a bad experience all around.
It was rough.
You guys are giving me all kinds of warm and fuzzies because I could be in Tampa that week for work down there, and was planning on going to that game. And anybody who knows me, I'm not the smallest guy, so you guys are giving me a lot of confidence.
I mean, straight up, you know what I mean? Like, if you go over there and just be careful. That's all. Just be prepared. Take what we're telling you and be prepared for it. You know what I mean? Get enough water in your
lounge
system.
Level.
Yeah, like, well, no, I'm not saying all that. Just, you know what I mean? Dress the proper way and be cool off, that type of stuff.
If you're anywhere over XL or double XL, triple XL, you should not be going to Tampa because you if you want to lose weight, right? You want to lose weight.
There's your sauna right there.
This is a trip for you. We went down there and there was a hurricane, and we saw a hurricane, and then we saw an ass whooping. It was pretty. I think this game would be the one to mark on your list if you're an Eagles player because you remember how bad and embarrassed you were. That ass whooping came at probably the right time in the season. And to see Baker Mayfield do what he does when he starts getting jovial on the field, it's a terrible scene. Now Helena says LA and Green Bay, is that in play here?
We talked about it, bro. I think she's hit on 2 games that we have mentioned to be in play. Yeah. Green Bay is definitely one I want to go ahead and check off the list, and it couldn't have been at a perfect time. There is like nothing around it. My wife's birthday is out of the way. Thanksgiving is 2-3 weeks later down the line. So I'm in a clearance to go ahead and make that one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then LA is like our second home. We always have a good time over there. So I'm always down to go back.
Shout out to the Huertas. Now Bob from Down Under says Club Jawn for the season opener. That is correct. So make sure you get into the city. We're saying Wednesday at the latest. Don't roll up on a Thursday.
Yeah, listen, don't, because it's going to be an all-day event. It's the NFL kickoff. It starts from early in the morning, and then I'm not sure where they're going to go ahead and have the placement for that part, because I know that in 18 they had it at the Penn's Landing, but with Penn's Landing being under construction, I don't know where they're going to go ahead and have it this year. But once that's done and over, whenever you got your time over there, head over to Club Jawn, because we're going to go ahead and get it popping and started, and then it's going to be a very long day for most of us that day. Yep.
Hurricane Helene. Yeah, we got routed to Charlotte, from Charlotte to Sarasota, rented a car from Sarasota, missed the Brian Dawkins event. Worst weekend ever. And you couldn't go out anywhere because things were cold.
Here we go.
We got it. We got some juice here.
Yeah, just started.
It's time.
Let's see here. I know the last I got the below thing from NBC Sports. I'm seeing if they have their updated tracker here. They had week 3. They didn't have week 3, week 5. Let's see if they have anything. We want to do this live. See, we're just having to have fun with it. Seeing where things where we get any surprises. If you looked at any of our socials, we've been trying to keep everyone updated. A lot of the stories broke about some of the games early. Danielle says, "I feel like we always have to play the Bucs and KC on the road."
I agree with Danielle because it just seems like it's been like that for the past going on 4 or 5 years now. It's either Kansas City, Tampa Bay, and then this year it's both of them. So,
bro, if you realize that we played like the Rams, I feel like we play the Rams all the time.
I don't mind because
always play the Rams.
Not trying to
Rams and Bucks. We always play them.
You see Jared, what's his name? Jared Verse. Talking about, I could have caught Saquon like he got hit. Bro, you wasn't kidding. Saquon looked back.
Come on. Come on. Quit the cap, man. Quit the cap, bro. He said he thinks about that game every day. He's like, I think about that game every day. Mm-hmm. You lost.
It was one of my favorite players.
You lost.
Yeah. pre-draft. Him and Quinyon both up for rookie of the year. They both had spectacular seasons. But Kevin has said, "I am coming up for the season opener. This is what we want to hear. We want to get all Eagle fans in here. It's going to be a great time." Kevin says, "We play the Rams every year. They give in Philly a gauntlet, a start to start the year." And I always say that Philadelphia is the gauntlet. Or did Evan say that?
Yes. Yeah. So.
Evan said that.
I already took off Thursday and Friday.
See, that's the common denominator. A bunch of texts, a bunch of people I spoke with, a lot of Eagle fans today. We as Eagle fans, they are making it difficult, not just for the Eagles, right? They're making it difficult for Eagle fans. So you either have to have a lovely, significant other who understands that you will be spending particular days on the Eagles on a road trip.
Or you have one that's just going to tell you straight up where you think you going.
Return the tickets, cancel the flight.
Or you could pull a Tim Armstrong and go to like Disney World and then drive over to Tampa, make it 2 for 2. You also have to have bosses. If you have a boss you work for, you have to get the okay to leave early for Monday night. How many we have? We have how many? 3 Monday night games?
Yeah.
I work from
Monday
home, so I'll be fine.
So far, it looks like 3 Monday nights. Yes, as of now.
2 Thursday nights.
2 Thursday night, 2 Monday nights, and 1 Sunday night. That's what it is. The Sunday night. That Sunday night against Detroit.
And then Friday on a Black Friday. So if you have a shopping addiction and you like the Eagles, you're gonna have to choose whatever addiction is better. And I think that's the Eagles. Can we
Christmas ain't gonna be too well this year.
Shout out to Lexi, says, I'm not gonna lie, the schedule looks brutal. But I think when people see the Eagles on their schedule, they have to say that team is brutal. No.
You're right. I like it.
100%. How do you guys feel about the Week 9 bye, middle of the year?
Love it.
Yeah, why not? It was kind of like similar to last year.
I feel
Definitely
the same
need
way.
that.
I've heard other arguments or discussions about people liking it closer to the playoffs to get some rest or in that wheelhouse early in the season so you can mesh. I'm a fan of middle of the season.
Yeah, I like the middle of the season. Big fan of the middle of the season having a bye. That's where you get the rest that body up, recharge. Ricky's hit the wall. Things like that. Recharge them batteries, baby. Let's go.
Now, if you ever been to LA, now the Eagles will be playing the Chargers, and did we get the full schedule yet?
Looks like December 8th, bro.
They changed it? Yeah, December 8th on our list there. Is anything right? Everything's right on this list?
I'm looking.
September 4th, 8:20. September 14th, 4:25. September 21st, 1 p.m. September 28th, 1 p.m. October 5th, 1 p.m. October 9th, 8:15. October 19th, 1 p.m. October 26th, 1 p.m. Bye week. And November 10th, 8:15, Monday night. November 16th, Sunday night at 8:20 p.m. And we have November 23rd at 4:25. November 28th, which is Friday, Black Friday. That's going to be a 3 p.m. game. December 8th, Monday Night Football, 8:15. December 14th, 1 p.m. December 20th, Saturday at 4:30 or 8 o'clock, still TBD.
Okay.
And December 28th, 4:25. Week 18 is to be determined.
Yo, right. The Eagles just dropped a banger, bro. Dropped a banger.
All right. Interesting.
And with the Super Bowl trophy. Ooh, nasty work.
Now the Chargers, the Rams have the Who's House, and usually Eagle fans will always say Eagles House. So they have to come to face the Eagles at home. I think that's a great opportunity in week 3 to whoop that ass. Moving right down. If you're looking at the schedule here, you really do see. Obviously, some of the times I might be wrong, but everything's good with the days. But we're literally, as Eagle fans, home, traveling the next week, home, traveling the next week, home against the Broncos. You get an opportunity to go to MetLife, drive up 95. It's not too far. Then you got to get on a plane to Minnesota. Okay. And then we're back home against the Giants. And I think we have the bye. So I think that's your only rest here. Like as a traveler, I think it's gonna be, you're like, all right, I've done enough traveling. You went to Tampa, you went to KC, you took a little bus ride to New York. What do you do in Minnesota besides win a Super Bowl? Your first.
Hang out Mall of America.
Go to a big mall.
I'm feeling Minnesota. Like
Minnesota?
I'm feeling.
I got a good friend from high school that lives there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely one that I would like to go ahead and check off. That's
okay.
week 7. That's a 1:00 game.
Prince is from Minnesota.
You got to purify yourself in the lakes of Minnetonka.
I would do that. I will eat some pancakes.
I would do
little ball action. Brianna says she likes the bye week on week 9.
Yeah, bye week is perfect, I think, in my opinion. And it's perfect because you get the rest, and then week 10 rolls around. You got to go play. You're going up to Wisconsin. You're gonna play Green Bay. I don't know, man. I think that's still number one away game that I really, really want to go to. I want to go to Green Bay. I've never been there. Always wanted to go there. And I don't know if it's going to be too cold. It's going to be, just right. It is in November. So
now Kevin says the Birds have 7 primetime games. I mentioned that in the intro. I think when you're Super Bowl champion, this is what you expect. But the Monday, the 3 Mondays. No, I mean I'm like, you have to have lenient bosses. I don't have a boss right now, but if you do have a boss, you have to I got to get out of work early on Monday. Okay, I got to get out of work early on 2 Thursdays, and then you got to put in for any road trips if you're leaving Thursday or Friday. So you really have to I don't know, start mulching, start getting out in the yard, just doing what you need to do, making the kids lunches every morning, massaging feet, whatever you need to do, man. Whatever you need to do.
We try to say you got to be Keith Sweat in this joint. You got everybody, all the men got to become R&B singers for the week they about to leave.
I mean, Tim, when you did this, I think you're rubbing feet.
Oh, I'm doing everything. I got to become an R&B singer.
See, Kevin says I'm calling in those days. See, if your boss is following you on your account and sees you, that it's one of those things. I do think that is an issue, because I've heard it from a lot of Eagle fans already. Like, yo, man, I got to take all these vacation days. If you do the math, it's probably 7 vacation days that you might have to take.
I'm extremely spoiled in that sense. I'm very lucky that my boss is a Birds fan.
I second that.
My wife is also, so win-win.
This is like an Oscar award for all of us. I like to thank my wife for all
I'd like to thank my business for being so cool.
The encouragement.
I'm gonna try to calculate this the right way, Gil. So,
sorry, Primo. Before you go, I have a special guest with me right now.
What else, sis? Yo, big shout out for laying it down. All right, laying it down.
Shout out to you for laying it down.
Yeah. Nah. She smiled and nodded. She smiled and said, "Yep."
843 Philly fan says, "I'm glad I run my own business, so I won't have to check with nobody." We got Daniel saying he's already shifting shift swaps. swapping shifts. But it is what it is, man. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, so looking at the schedule again here. Let's go to let's. I think everyone has said they want to go to Lambeau, just in terms of like it's a historic moment. You want to see if you haven't been to that field. I think it's time to do that. Obviously, you got to get it off your bucket list. I think I'm on same. Huh?
No, I was going to say you are correct. It's going to be about 8 to 9 personal days people are going to have to take.
Wow.
One thing I did hear about Lambeau, the old school bench seats. So do not hesitate.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Bench seats. What about them?
Yeah,
yeah. We suffered that in Buffalo a few years back.
Oh, it's like that Buffalo.
Oh yeah, they got. You never seen 4 grown ass men all huddled up together.
I'm gonna have to go before we go to that game. I had to buy me the little seat cushion, the old school seat cushions, because I can't be doing all that. Be
already done.
So, looking down the line, I think I'm on St. Brent. Amron. What's the last name?
I'm on St.
Brown.
St. Brown. Yes. He's gonna get his wish on week 11. That is November 16th, 8:20. I think that's a game that if the Lions, who the Lions think they are, well, they better bring their A game. We went to Detroit, and I'm not gonna lie, the Detroit vibe and the Detroit flavor of the city was spectacular. I was kind of like, I didn't expect that from Detroit. Pizza was pretty good. Deep dish overrated a little bit. Maybe you have to try other places, but I felt like the resurgence when we went there. This was before they had that spectacular year last year. The energy in that city and the hunger of the fan base, I felt it was real, and here they are. They are definitely going to be a competitive force next year. Now week 12, this November 23rd. This is right before Thanksgiving, but 4:25 Eastern. Dallas Cowboys. Anyone going to Dallas?
I wanted to talk to y'all about that. I've been to Jerry World, but the 3 of y'all haven't. And I was saying, I do got family there in Dallas. We got a place to stay if we want to go.
We've been to Jerry World.
I've been to Jerry World.
Oh, that's right. You've been to Jerry World. Gail, have you?
Yeah.
That's right. Last year. That's right. I'm sorry. My bad. I wanted to talk to you about that though. I feel like we need to go to enemy territory, and boast.
Now Kevin says he's going to this game. Shout out to Kev. Kev's going everywhere. I don't know about Kev.
No, thanks.
Recently won the lotto, but he's going everywhere. Heather
got that cake.
Heather said she will be going. She'll be in Dallas everywhere. Not trying to dox anyone, but people are. Kevin says my cousin lives in Arlington. Now, if you want to, it's a great experience to going to, because you've never seen so many Cowboy fans in one spot at one time, so that could be a little overwhelming. They're in no way, no shape or form. They're not as threatening as Eagle fans. You might see a couple of dudes with jean shorts and Jordans roll up on you with some little Caesar
Jordan 13s.
You might be. We were surrounded. Me and Prime. He had a Dallas Sucks chain on. We were perfectly fine. Shout out to Philly Sports Trips who sent us 2 years ago. It was a good time. We learned a lot about Dallas. They don't respect Prime's brother, who is a North Cowboys fan. They're all fake. From the Eagle fans, the Cowboy fans we met, they felt that way. Correct?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Yeah. So the one thing that I'm very excited about with the schedule, there were some false leaks earlier. We have a few home 1:00 games. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 as of right now with the Week 18 TBD. That's very exciting. Love me a 1:00 game home at the Link.
How many 1:00 games do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4 currently.
Which games?
Rams, Broncos, Giants, and Raiders.
Okay, it's not. Yeah, I'm not a big. I'm actually. I made a meme today about on our socials, but I actually hate the 1 o'clock game because that means we as a tailgate will be getting up at 5 a.m. Okay. So
I like them. I like one. I'm pro 1 o'clock as opposed to 8:20.
Mark said if you go to Dallas, it's nothing but jorts and Air Jordan 13s.
That's big facts. Big facts. No, Dallas fans are really nice though. When I went, I didn't have no problem. They give me high fives and everything. So.
No, you got something. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's definitely a beautiful place to go and enjoy and have a good time. And you could actually just sit back and let them argue amongst themselves, like Gail was just mentioning earlier. You know what I mean? The people that live there in that part aren't really big fans of people that represent their teams like over here. So when people from over here go over there to go watch the Cowboys play, I'm in the middle just watching, just hearing a lot of these guys argue amongst each other. You know what I mean? What do you know about this? What do you know about that? You weren't around here for the Super Bowls. You don't know nothing about this. So it's just like the one year I went, I saw an old head really school a young boy. And it was just like one of the funniest shit I've seen. I'm just sitting there enjoying the game and enjoying this argument that's going on amongst these two. But yeah, that's what happens most of the time. And me being one of the biggest shit talkers, when I go in there, I don't hold back when it comes to Dallas. I'll let it be known. No, man.
You talk shit?
He's the biggest menace I've ever seen.
It's against my religion.
Yeah, well, Prime. Philly Sports Trips tailgate, and then Prime left the tailgate by himself to go talk shit.
That's Primo.
I said I'll be back.
He was on some like he wasn't even on some Rambo shit, sort of, but he was like, I'm drawing first blood, and he went and he was out there like, and then he came back. He's like, yeah. I'm like, where'd you go? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
yo, he treats it like a sport.
Yeah.
When I see that scooter come out of the truck, I'm like,
oh, yo,
gets me amped up, bro.
Watching Primo talk shit to people, the other opposing teams, is the funniest because it's like he's stocky, so they ain't gonna say nothing. LA one, hilarious. Best, oh man, the best one. LA.
Cooper, we got our own Cooper.
Yeah. Oh my god, god, bro. I was weak, bro. That was hilarious.
Yeah, and Cooper and Cooper DeJean, man, he ended up, making me look good. So I loved it.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Now shout out to Philly Sports Trips, who's doing this in 2025 Birds Takeover. These are the trips that they have. If you're looking to book a trip, make sure you head over to phillysportstrips.com. Make sure you're following them on all socials. But they got Buffalo, Dallas, Green Bay, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Minnesota, New York, Tampa Bay, and Washington trips all ready to go. If you want to get ready and start booking some of these, I think if I was to choose 3 off this list, I'd have to say Green Bay. I'd have to say Minnesota. If I'm flying to one, right, I'm making a trip out of it. I think LA is a good time. LA is a good time. I do think Buffalo is definitely road trip worthy. That is a great road trip with the homies, get in the bus, get in the van, go on up to Buffalo because it's going to be our fan base first. The Buffalo Bills fan base. Who? What do they call themselves?
Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia.
Are we? Obviously we want to give respect to other fan bases, but where do the Bills fan base stack up to the Eagles fan base?
Oh, I'll be one to go ahead and definitely give props to the Bills Mafia. They got all the respect in the world from me. I love the way they're faithful to their team, and they represent to the fullest, just like us Eagles fans. So that's the one fan base that, hands down, will always have my respect.
Facts. Second behind that one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to ask. If in Prime, would if you're in Buffalo and they ask to spray ketchup and mustard. Have you seen that?
Hell, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, unless, yeah. I mean, hell no. I mean, look, I mean, everybody got their own thing to each his own, but hell no.
Yeah. And then jumping onto a table, they bugging. Like I just turned 40. Okay.
I'm cool with putting somebody through.
I feel like I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna be honest. Okay.
I'm cool with putting somebody through a table, but just jumping on the table to just jump, I never understood that.
I'm good. I'm not doing that. But I will say this, man. If a fan base is deserving of a championship, it is definitely the Buffalo Bills, bro. 4 in a row. They took 4 L's in a Super Bowl. Bro, I would be crushed.
And how many Super Bowls is Josh got back to?
So what?
How many Super Bowls is Josh got to?
Goose egg.
He's MVP, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I will say this, and I have to get this off my chest. I am so I'm so tired of these damn fans with this top 4 stuff. I am so tired of it. Like, and Chase Daniel, come on, B.
I've never had
respectfully. You played in the league, but you were more of a clipboard holder. Can we stop with the hate for Jalen Hurts? The dude just wins.
Yeah, that is at this point in time. It's a ridiculous, especially come from him.
Yeah.
He got a lot of money, man. You rich. You rich. You rich.
He robbed us.
He was the human. I called when he was here. I called him the human playbook because that's really what he came in here, brought the playbook, the mental, got everyone else ready. But when it was his turn to be ready, he wasn't an MVP. But speaking of Jalen Hurts beating Josh, I think we have our own Super Bowl MVP. So that's the only MVPs I really care about. But I do think Brandon says that Buffalo game is terrible. He wishes that game was earlier, not December. We went up to the game where Miles Sanders broke off that run, and I had never been as cold as I had ever been at a game. I was in the tunnel, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden I hear the crowd just like, I look over and then Miles breaks off that run, and I'm like, thank God, man. Because if we took an L and I sat out there and got pneumonia, that would be terrible, man.
What was your worst? Was that your worst game that you ever went to? Like just because of the weather? What was?
That's Tampa, hands down.
Tampa,
hands down.
Yeah.
Worst game of the entire football.
Tampa heat wise, cold wise was Kansas City for me.
It wasn't that cold.
Kansas City was cold. It was raining, bro. I was cold
and snowing.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, it definitely didn't help. Buffalo was snowing as well, but it was just those metal seats. But I don't know. I was more prepared for the Buffalo game. I just wasn't as prepared for the Kansas City game.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna have to people warn me about Chicago, going out to Chicago that 1 year they win. People warn you about going out to Green Bay. Green Bay in November could be all right, but I think Buffalo in December, you're asking for it. Yeah, I do have a nice new coat that I would love to test out.
The Giants game was probably the coldest game I've ever been to.
Giants game at Giants or here?
At Giants. When that was the coldest one I've been to. And I wasn't even that cold.
You guys didn't even
last.
My daughter was. You didn't last that game.
Say what?
You guys went home early, didn't you?
No, we stayed. But I remember I had my little one with me. So
I think you went home early.
Dad,
You did go home early.
Dad, I love you, but this ain't it, Dad.
Wow. Now Helena says the Bills fans showed up at the link. They got her respect, and Ev did jump through a table.
He's bugging.
See, Ev,
he did.
He drinks crunchy beer and will jump through a table.
This is before he was 30, though.
But this is why
This is a year before
doesn't he have a
30.
metal hip? Doesn't he have a metal hip?
Yeah. That game, that was a great game to watch. Me and Gil went to that game together. We had Deion Dawkins' little brother sitting in front of us. That was, I think that was the most shit talking Gil probably has seen me do that night to the Dawkins family. And then they had us for 3 quarters. And then of course the last quarter when we came in and we conquered that quarter and we ended up winning the game. Yeah, they left. And when they left, I went looking for them. So as soon as I walked out of there, he's on there. Yeah, as soon as the game was over, I went out and I found him. I was like, "Oh, y'all thought y'all were gonna run from me? You think I wasn't gonna find you?"
You know when you have,
Yo, my man didn't want to hear it. He just came and gave me a dap, and he was like, and then he pushes me off. Get out of here! I'm like, no.
I've never been hit so hard by another opposing fan, not named Prime.
Yeah, my man dap the hardest shit. Like
I was like, I went through a whole brawl, and it was just daps from this dude. I'm like,
That's hilarious. Bro, you've been beat up at some games, bro. I mean, the NFC Championship game, concussed.
Just watching the game, bro.
You got
Just
brought in
standing. Just standing.
You got brought in like Marlon Wayans. Yo, what's up, baby? You good?
It's real out here. Now, Brandon says, I need to say one thing. Why did the Eagles play Tampa every year in Tampa? I mean, they did come up here 3 years ago.
But that's 2 years in a row we went there, bro. In September. Like, come on.
That's our kryptonite.
Yeah.
That's our kryptonite.
That is our kryptonite for sure.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's Todd Bowles, man. You know, it's
like I do. If you see me down in Tampa, and just don't ask me why. I just got issues. I still will probably try and go down there.
You're going. Because you're a sicko. You're going.
Shout out to Tony. He says, "What's up, boys? Go Birds." 8443 Philly fan says that upstate New York cold hits different.
I get it. But I felt bad though. I felt like a bad parent, bro. I had my baby out there, man.
You had your what?
I had my baby out there.
He had his baby girl.
Yeah, man. I felt bad, bro.
His parental instincts were saying, "I'm okay," but it's time for her to go someplace toasty.
How bad, dude?
I think it's time for that conversation. Like, look, if you ain't gonna make it, stay. I love you, baby girl, but you ain't messing up, ma. I mean, if we're gonna just be obviously, it's hard to like. I mean, last year, this very episode, we gave our kind of predictions, I think. We're looking at this, and I will never try and speak anything into existence for L's, right? I would just say, I can see this team going 13-4 next year again. You know, I'm not going to say, I'm not like, you could look at the schedule and you could say I really do feel like injuries really play a big part in a lot of some of these, you know, whoever's healthiest at a certain part of the season. We had lost guys like Lane Johnson, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown and Dallas Goedert, where we were catching some L's here and there. But Mr. Armstrong, what do you say? What if you had to give this a record?
I see at most 5 losses. And the only reason I'm saying that is because of how much bouncing around we're going to have to do. These guys are going to be so off track with getting out of their normal regiment from flying here, going this day, going that way. Any other team that has any type of repetition, they're going to have a little bit of an advantage I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I just keep looking at the schedule going Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's all over the place. I mean, I know there's a bunch of other teams dealing with the same thing. So I'm not going to say it's only us, but this is starting to get wild with all these international games and these Friday. I mean, I love football just as much as the next person, if not more. But this is going to be a rough year. There's going to be a lot of bouncing around.
What about you, Tim?
I kind of sort of agree with Tim because it's a lot of like there's no like staying home for like 2-3 weeks. It's okay this week in Philly, okay this week here and there. Like I don't know if we came up with the schedule. The only thing that I agree with and I'm like okay I'm cool with is the amount of traveling, the mileage on these players. I think we're like 16,000 and under, and everybody else is like in the 20s. But that's just the benefit of being in the NFC East and playing, driving to Maryland and upstate New York, going to New York. But yeah, I think 4 to 5 games we lose. Tampa, this is a harder place to play because it's the heat. Last year was crazy. Everybody went down. Everybody, including you two. You two went down too. so you know what I mean?
I see Prime. He's chomping.
We don't let no hurricane stop us from getting what we got to get at. But I mean, I totally agree with you. Last season, I know things were laid out perfectly for us. I mean, at the end of the day, it's we pretty much control our own destiny. And it's the same thing going into this year. I'm looking at it. You're right. I mean, the last 2 games are away. Within a good distance. It's not like we got to get in a plane and travel anywhere really far. But, looking at this schedule, man, bro, I'm gonna say 14-3, and I'm gonna say the last 2 losses we're gonna get is because it's either gonna be the fact that we're gonna be resting people, or we're gonna slow it down. But I'm confident on how strong our defense, how our offense is, how our team is complete. 15-1 on a regular play. 15-1.
I have a question for. I got a question for you, real quick.
14-1.
14-1. So I'm gonna name off a team, and then you tell me a W or L. September 4th against the Dallas Cowboys.
W.
They're all going to be wins for me, so don't ask anymore.
Oh, this guy.
How do you go from 13-4 to they're all going to be wins?
Right.
I will. I said I won't. I said I won't name
He
them.
said he's not going to name it an L.
Okay. All right. I didn't catch that part. My bad.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Kansas City, that was up in the air. You know what I mean?
That
like
one's
regular season, that one's up in the air. I'm gonna keep it 100. As much as I said earlier, belt to ass, but you know what I mean? It's up in the air. It's early in the season. That could go either way.
3 Rams. Week 3 Rams.
When?
September 21st. 1 o'clock. Okay.
When?
Bucks. September 28th at 1 o'clock.
Win.
Kryptonite gets cut into pieces this year. When?
Okay. Denver Broncos, October 5th, 1 o'clock game.
When?
New York Giants, October 9th.
When?
Minnesota Vikings, that's where Gail wants to go. 1 o'clock game.
And I might be with him. When?
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Get some supper? Supper. I had supper. All right. But, damn, we got a 1 week break from the Giants. So we play the Giants back again October 26th, 1 o'clock game.
When?
Bye. Week 10. Yeah, that's a win. Green Bay, November 10th, 8 o'clock game. Monday Night Football. Detroit Lions, Sunday Night Football.
When?
Your brother, November 23rd.
Jerry's World.
When?
Chicago Bears, November 28th. 3 o'clock.
When?
Oh, that's
Black
Friday.
I got and the next 2, Chargers December 8th, Raiders December 14th. I got them wins, and like I said, the last 2 games of the season, I could see us giving those last 2 up.
Buffalo and Washington.
Buffalo 14-3.
Damn. Okay.
14-3. Buffalo right now. That Buffalo game is probably not going to be. That Buffalo game is probably not going to be as exciting as we want it to be because it's towards that end of the season. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
It could be the highest viewed game, or it could be the lowest viewed game.
I mean, that division can easily be taken because you know what I mean. Like if Buffalo runs it the right way, they could be 3-4 games ahead. They could already clinch. They could be taking some time off, slowing it down a little bit, and it could be the same
Mhm.
possibility for us. So that's why I'm not big on that. And then Washington, the last week of the season. Last game of the season. Bro, that could be their Super Bowl once again.
It's all Super Bowl when they play against us.
Yeah, for sure. So
Sitting Saquon again.
I got a 14-3.
You got what?
I'm not disagreeing with that.
14-3. 14-3.
14-3. Like I said, I'm not going to name the the losses, but I really do think it comes down to health. Depending on who is available. I really think. You look at the record. Every time Lane Johnson is missing, it's always an issue.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just is what it is. But I do want to make a big shout out to everyone who's joined the team, the Fourth and Jawn team for the Eagles Autism Challenge. We'll be doing it on Saturday. So we've raised our goal was $4,200. We have hit that goal. We are up at $5,500, $542. And we still got a couple more days to go. So if you really want to make a difference, we have a download, a QR code that you can easily download if you want to make a donation. We'd appreciate it. It's a good time overall, man. A lot of good people out there just doing some great work. We got Helena from the chat. We got Tim Armstrong doing his first Eagles Autism Challenge. We got Big Perk in the building. Now, if you guys want to make a donation, here is our QR code. Just break out your phone. I know if you're tech not tech savvy, get your young ones out and give them your phone and have them put this.
Get the QR code.
The QR code.
I just checked and it works just fine.
It works fine.
Yes, it does.
Mhm.
Yes, it does.
Works fine.
So if you want to come and make a donation, come on down and make a donation. If you want to come down and support us and want to just come and watch the event, I know it's a $10 donation. It's one of the best events. All of us go to these Eagles events. Me, Prime, Tim, the Tims, Timberland. It is one of the best events that you can go to actually meet the players. It's a great cause. The autism community is everybody's out in the city, and it's a great time. It's just there's going to be lunch served. There's a lot of things to do for the kids. A lot of different vendors. So if you can get down there, if you want to come support us, we'll be there. A lot of the players ride their bikes early, so if you want to come out and meet the players at 6:00 in the morning, so it'll be that they might not all be up yet, but they'll be there. Might have crust in their eye, but it's a great time. If you want to say Howie and thank Howie, you can do that. You'll probably see him walk by. If you want to meet the whole rookie class, you can do that. If you want to support a great cause, again, scan the QR code. That's all you got to do. We appreciate your support. We have hit our goal, but that's not going to stop us. I do have a Fourth and Jawn tee that's for the team.
Fire.
Team. That'll be coming out. I got to pick those up tomorrow. But what else? Other than that, I think my fat ass has got to get in shape. I think this is a great opportunity. I got allergies. This is my first time going out and just hanging out, just walking around like I should. I'm putting my allergies on the line for this. So
new season, new Gale.
Hey, you better have that knee brace on.
I'm gimping. It's all good, man.
That knee brace on, baby. Yeah,
it's all good. Oh, shout out to Mark in the building. Mark is on his first. He's coming with this as well. He's going
Nice.
to his first Eagles Autism Challenge. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Elena. She does a great job giving back. Elena. There's also, if you want to go to the women, there's a women's event. Make sure if you want to go to the women's event, Helena will be there. My girl will be there. Her aunt.
My wife will be there.
See,
Yeah.
we have
wife will
women
be
leaders out here.
I don't know if my wife answered Helena yet. I gotta figure that out.
It's wild, man. I was actually thinking when I was purchasing that ticket for my wife, I'm like, yeah, I remember the first time I sent her. She didn't know anybody. This was all, in the beginning when I, was blessed to join the team. And I remember when she came back from that, she was like, I felt so weird. I ain't know nobody. I ain't know what to do. I was just trying my best. I was like, all right, babe, my bad. I should have sent somebody with you now. Look, I'm so excited to go to the women's event. We would catch up with the girls. And I'm like, but in time, it would build, and I'm glad we're at this point.
Yeah, that's a great event. My girl and her aunt came back, and they were so fired up. They got to speak with Jordan Davis. They said they learned so much about them, more than they didn't know. They made it very easy to learn. They said Nakobe Dean was great. Who else? I think Jalen came out. Yeah, he was at that event.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna allow Jalen to be at the Eagles Autism Challenge. I'm not sure. He wasn't there last year. He was.
No, he was there. He was there, but he wasn't. Yeah.
It's
as long as they don't let AJ Brown ride a bike, because I can't have him.
Yeah.
After he got hit by a car, that was wild.
I think a bunch of us going to be the ones to tell him, like, yo, bro, you just need to take the walk with us. Like, come and walk with us. You'll be in better hands, safer. You know what I mean? Like, get off that goddamn bike.
But yeah, it's a good time. So whether it's the Eagles Autism Challenge you want to go to, or I just saw that Heather said that that event might be canceled. Booked up. The women's event.
I'm about to say, whoa, don't scare me. Like, cancel.
But if there's still opportunity to go to the Eagles Autism Challenge. So if you really want to come out, make a difference, it's the event of the year.
It is.
Seeing all y'all spend like $500 getting autographs. Eagles Autism Challenge.
This is the
$350.
This is the best.
Eagles Autism.
This is the best time to do it. Best time to do it. Everybody asks us about it. Come and join us. You'll get to see all the players. Everybody's cool. It's just a nice, calm, relaxed day. All 4 great calls. You get there early in the morning. You get to mingle with the players, chill. Last year, I think we like Helena had mentioned in the comments, we were the last ones to walk across, the crossing line. So yeah,
we were.
Thanks to Gail.
I might wear my wig and my sneaks at the women's event. I'm getting in. I'm definitely getting in. Kev said, take your Zyrtec. I actually took Zyrtec a couple weeks ago. I slept for like 18 hours.
Wow, yikes.
That thing knocked me out like completely.
Nah, that's just your body, bro. That's not the Zyrtec. Yes,
nah, bro. It was. I took a half one the next time.
Sheesh.
I was falling asleep.
Hey, let me guess. You got 9 hours of sleep.
Bro, I was knocked
Just do
out.
the math. You know what I mean? 18 divided by 9.
Oh, Lord.
Knocked out. But I appreciate everyone sticking around for the schedule release podcast. I think it's good to talk to you guys. I think the juices are flowing. I think everybody is ready to make their plans. I think it's time, man. I would say you saw the prices for the Eagles Cowboys game. Do not buy those tickets. All right?
Nah, man. Nah.
It's great. Like we see Eagle fans every home game talking about, we bought this when they first were posted. I'm like, yeah, do you see what the price is right now?
Right.
Do not buy tickets right now if you don't have them.
Put them on game. Put them on game.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay. Ivan knows. Ivan knows. If you want to ask an Eagle fan, ask Ivan, because he always brings the whole fam. He got to think about, You can sleep on my couch next time, Ivan. Bring the family. We got a little guest basement area. You sleep everyone sleep on the floor. Save yourself some money. But with that being said, I mean, I just had a good time to give Philly Sports Trips another shout out, man. 2025 Birds take over. Buffalo, Dallas, Green Bay, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Minnesota, New York, and Tampa Bay. Make sure you hit them up at phillysportstrips.com for more information. Make sure you say hi to Bud Light and thank them for sponsoring the tailgate. Shout out to Red Bull for giving us wings. Shout out to Cervelli's Pizza for giving Evan Hollywood Hearn the wings on his cheesesteaks. Shout out to honorary tailgate captain Conchahawk and Italian Bakery, Lowski Entertainment. Make sure you hire him for all your events, and hit up Crafty Jawn, craftyjawn.com. He's got the chunky chains. The Dallas Sucks chain is a hit. It's still a hit right now. It was on the cover of the newspaper the other day. Talk about Rich doing big things. CraftyJawn.com. Make sure you hit up Jesse Wines at Wines Creative. The tea that he did for us was amazing. And shout out to 1675 Spirits as well. Last, I say it with your chest. If you got something you need to say, get it off before we get out of here.
Who's gonna go first?
I don't know.
The season's coming. That's all I got to say. The season is now out. It started. We got the dates. We have the games. It's time to defend the title, and let's go.
I like it. My say with my chest is gonna be: get your money right. You know what I mean? Get your personal days together. Save them. Don't go using them up on stupid shit. You got better stuff like the Eagles game. So, hey, look. Only take it from the wise, you know what I mean? I got all my vacation days all saved up. I'm ready to go.
Same here. Plan out, and talk to your wife.
Say with my chest is I really feel like we are the gauntlet. We are the gauntlet. Like all this all the lip smacking, all this whatever. I'm ready for a repeat. Ready for a repeat. Last word, Tim, before Tim Armstrong. Last word before we get out of here.
Happy birthday to Mr. Kincaid. Happy birthday to Mr. Kincaid.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And then shout out to all the working wives that allow this to happen. Allow us to go. Or significant others.
I told you, we got to start now.
Hey. I definitely want to say, man, thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday. It was super dope, man. Turned 40. I brought it in with my beautiful mother. Happy Mother's Day to my wife and my mother. And to all the women out there, mothers, happy Mother's Day. Thank you, man. I had such a great birthday, man. It was just reflecting. I took a day. I took some time to reflect on my life and everything I've done. And it's just been real special, man, to where it's come to, like, where I'm at now. And I have my boys, I got my crew with me. Like, it's dope, man. I said, thank you so much, man. 40 years, crazy, man. I remember graduating high school, bro.
Still baby, bro. Still baby.
Hey, time to stop
buying. The new 30, bro. It's the new 30.
Stop buying those sneakers, man. I don't know. You know.
This guy.
Yes.
That's like telling him stop going to
them.
Eagles games. Come on.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. It ain't happening. It ain't happening, bro.
Tim is like, yo, we want to eat. Tim's like, I'm getting my Jordans this week.
No. Yo, in college, I was the worst in college. I was like, the new Citrus Sixes, or I need this book for math class. Citrus Sixes, you know what I'm saying? I was bad. But I do want to say this also, too, man, is, save up your money, get ready for this entertainment season, man, because we about to bring it back to back. You know what I'm saying? Two ring Timmy in the spot.
But last word, Primo.
Yeah, piggybacking off of what Tim said, you know what I mean? Happy birthday to Kincaid, and a big special happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. keep doing a great job that y'all doing. Wifey, you know what I mean? Appreciate you allowing me to enjoy this. And this week is going to be a good week. I got a little man graduated from pre-K, man. He's moving up. Yeah, so excited
got
to
a
see that
mustache
little
yet?
man, the way he acts. Really excited to see that happen. So it's going to be a very good week. But look, like I said in the very beginning, this is the day that we get to plan everything out. So last and foremost, Gail, I want to say a big thank you to you, bro. I know me and you had a talk the other night. It really hit. I want you to know we appreciate everything you put together for this team to make it possible. We always look forward to the season. We got a lot of work ahead of us, but coming together, when we put a game plan together, it always works out. And you know, I mean, grateful for what you do for us and how you put this together, and looking forward to not only just seeing the Eagles repeat, but us repeat as fans. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to go 2026 and talk shit. Like, let's just go. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be champions for a very long time. And I just want to say a big thank you to you, bro. And Evan as well. You know what I mean? I know he's not here tonight. He's got some big things going on. Little bro is growing up to be big boy now. So you know what I mean? Happy for him and many blessings.
Yeah, shout out to Ev, man. Shout out to obviously shout out to you, Prime, and shout out to the team, and shout out to the people in the community for showing up for us and showing out to our events, coming to tailgates, meeting us on trips with Philly sports trips, or just trying to link up. We've met a lot of great people in the community who are diehards. There's no fake stuff going on here. We all talk to each other. We are buying all this Eagle stuff for no reason. We just love the Eagles. So I mean, obviously it's a great time to connect with everybody, and I think keep connecting, keep winning Super Bowls, and keep showing up to these events. And we'll see you guys in the next one. As always, fly, Eagles, fly.